In the carefully controlled world of big-budget TV, networks and artists are forever held to the whims and tastes of their advertisers. Working on YouTube, I have absolutely no idea what that's like at all. Can you tell the sarcasm in my voice? As such, if executives even get the faintest whiff of disapproval from those paying top dollar to flog their wares during their shows, you can guarantee they'll take drastic action. And that very same reason is why, despite these shows on this list all being easy ratings hits, they had to ditch at least one of their episodes. Now, it's worth keeping in mind that not all of these banned episodes are merely emblematic of knee-jerk censorship, but each of them push the envelope on matters of taste and decency in one way or another, asking where the line lies and what content creators can get away with in the hermetically sealed bubble of mainstream television. I'm Josh from WhatCulture.com, and these are 11 offensive TV episodes that embarrassed their creators. Number 11, Buffalo Gals, Cow and Chicken. Cartoon Network's deliriously surreal animated comedy had a run-in with the censors following the single original airing of the episode Buffalo Gals on February 20th, 1998. The titular gals are a group of bikers who all resemble most of the lazy stereotypes associated with lesbians at the time, namely having a butch appearance and playing softball, with dialogue talking extensively about pitching and catching. One of them is even called Munch Kelly. I'll let you all guess what the name is a less than subtle reference to, and their total disinterest in men makes them the butt of the joke. Naturally, this didn't go down all that well with a lot of viewers, especially parents, who complained, prompting the network to pull the episode and never air it again. Presumably because Hanna-Barbera is still red-faced about the episode, Buffalo Gals also wasn't made available to fans during its recent Netflix run. Number 10, Justice, Quantum Leap. Episode 4 of Quantum Leap's 4th season, Justice, revolves around Sam Beckett leaping into the body of a Ku Klux Klan member and subsequently attempting to rescue a black civil rights activist from being lynched. Though the episode was finally made available when Season 4 hit DVD in 2006, prior to that, NBC opted to not re-air the episode after its original 1991 showing for a number of reasons. For starters, the episode begins with Sam having to play along as a Klan member, which isn't totally great, while some have misguidedly interpreted the episode's message as being even KKK members have a little good inside of them. To top it all off, the N-word is used 11 times throughout the 45-minute episode. That's enough to make Quentin Tarantino weep. Fans were eventually allowed to own the episode some 15 years after its original air date, but for the longest time, NBC wanted nothing more than to pretend it didn't actually exist. Number 9, The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson, The Simpsons. This classic opening episode to The Simpsons' 9th season sees the family visiting New York in order to collect their lost car, which is located at the base of the World Trade Center. The episode features extensive visual references to the iconic location, with an unforgettable gag even featuring two men arguing across the towers. As one shouts at the other, "They stick all the jerks in Tower 1." In recent years, co-executive producer Bill Oakley said this sliver of dialogue was regrettable. The September 1997 episode was pulled entirely from syndication following 9/11, given the enormous sensitivity to images of the buildings and even the slightest hint of humor related to them. By 2006, some networks had started to reintroduce the episode into their lineup, though the two men arguing is often still edited out, and in some regions of the US, the episode still isn't broadcast at all. It is freely available on the Season 9 DVD released in 2006, which possibly could have prompted networks to start showing it again. Number 8, Please Baby, Please, Blackish. In 2018, ABC and Blackish showrunner Kenya Barris agreed not to air a controversial, politically themed episode of his hit sitcom, which was filmed the prior November. The crux of the disagreement between the network and Barris reportedly involved a scene where Dre and Junior debate the merits of players kneeling during the national anthem before American football games. The episode was pulled from its planned February 27th air date, and a few weeks later it was announced the episode was scrapped entirely and would never air despite being completed. Rumours have persisted ever since about the precise nature of the creative differences at play here, but it doesn't take too much reading between the lines to see a twitchy network bristling up against a bold, forward-thinking storyteller. A regrettable situation for all involved. Number 7, Patterns of Force, Star Trek: The Original Series. The Season 2 episode of Star Trek's original run sees the crew of the Enterprise landing on a planet with a regime described as Nazi-esque, to the point that the uniforms even bear swastikas and, well, every other piece of iconography you'd expect a Nazi to wear. So less Nazi-esque and more literally Nazis, a planet full of actual proper Nazis. To the surprise of nobody, this went down like a lead balloon in Germany, where the episode was not aired in its 2 initial TV runs. Only 28 years after its original 1968 airing in the US did it finally broadcast in the country on a pay TV, and it was another 15 years before it aired on a public TV network. Considering the episode takes a fairly sympathetic view of the Hitler-like tyrant in charge and debates the efficiency of Nazism, it's pretty understandable, and it's easy to see why many fans today consider Patterns of Force a bit of an embarrassment themselves. Number 6. Boston, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. On January the 31st, 2007, a marketing stunt for Adult Swim's Aqua Teen Hunger Force saw a large number of LED devices planted around Boston, depicting the show's characters, the Mooninites. Unfortunately, the authorities initially believed these electronic devices to be bombs, leading to mass panic. Ultimately, Turner Broadcasting and the marketing company had to pay $2 million in fines, though Boston PD was widely ridiculed for their overreaction to the viral marketing campaign. Hilariously, the show opted to make fun of this with the planned Season 5 premiere Boston a year later, in which the Mooninites would appear dressed up as terrorists. Fearful of any further controversy though, Turner's lawyers demanded it be pulled and replaced with the season's 2nd episode, and to date, Boston has never been officially aired or released. It did, however, end up leaked online in 2015, yet, given the recency of the Boston Marathon bombings, it's incredibly unlikely the episode will ever get an official release date anytime soon, if ever. Number 5, Hee Haw, Fear Factor. Fear Factor is one of the most quintessentially early 2000s TV shows there ever was, focused on contestants facing their fears in the quest for sweet, sweet money. The original run concluded in 2006, but NBC inexplicably resurrected it in 2011, yet it only lasted another 8 episodes before being canned once again. A big part of the reason for the cancellation was the controversy surrounding an episode intended to air on January 30th, 2012, where contestants drank the urine and semen of a donkey. Here's the part where I'd usually say this is a no kink-shaming zone, but in this case, this is very much a kink-shaming zone. NBC refused to air it after the response to pictures of the stunt leaking online, and it's likely no coincidence that the show's cancellation came mere weeks after footage from the episode appeared following an airing in Denmark. However, Fear Factor has since been dug up once again by MTV as hosted by Ludacris. What year is it again? Number 4, Minstrel Krampus, American Dad. American Dad Season 10 episode Minstrel Krampus was originally planned to air on December 16, 2012, but following the Sandy Hook shooting 2 days prior, Fox opted to pull the episode for concerns of sensitivity. Considering the episode revolves around the legend of Krampus, a half-goat, half-demon monster who punishes children who misbehave at Christmas time, it was probably a smart PR move to prevent the episode from airing 2 days after 20 children were tragically murdered. Fox ended up showing the episode almost exactly a year later, understandable given its Yuletide theme, to positive reviews while successfully skirting around controversy in the process. Number 3, Bored, She Hung Herself, Hawaii 5-0. The Season 2 episode of Hawaii 5-0's original run aired just once on January 7th, 1970, and depicted yoga enthusiasts asphyxiating themselves for apparent health benefits. Millennials these days, guys, am I right? According to the wife of the series' creator, the episode was pulled from syndication after someone attempted to copy the technique and accidentally hanged themselves in the process. Terrified of further controversy, the episode was banned outright, and almost 5 decades later, it's still never officially been released. Bootleg copies of the episode are readily available online, though you'll have to put up with potato quality if you're really that desperate to watch it. Number 2, Elizabeth, Michael, and Marlon, Urban Myths. Sky's drama TV series is an anthology compendium of various tall tales involving celebrities, and one episode attracted particular attention and controversy after it depicted Michael Jackson taking a road trip across the US with Liz Taylor and Marlon Brando. The teaser trailer released for the episode, including Joseph Fiennes playing Jackson underneath a distractingly amount of prosthetics and makeup, was widely lambasted online as being disrespectful of the pop icon's legacy. Jackson's family were also heavily critical of the teaser, series, leading to Sky ultimately scrapping the episode altogether. Though the aired episodes received solid praise from critics, clearly this one fell short of the mark tonally and production-wise. Though Fiennes insisted his portrayal came from a loving, respectful place, the vitriol from fans and Jackson's family was kind of understandable. Then again, this was all back then, and as the years have gone on, and in light of certain documentaries, this episode has aged worse than milk. Number 1. Pingu runs away. Pingu. If you grew up in the 1990s, you were most likely exposed to Pingu at one point or another. The adorable animated series revolves around this lovely little scamp as he heads off on adventures with his family in Antarctica, and thanks to its absence of spoken language, it had easy global appeal. It makes for some cracking memes today as well. Unfortunately, not every episode quite nailed the gentle, sweet, inoffensive tone expected of children's TV, and the 1990 episode Pingu Runs Away came under fire for a sequence where Pingu is spanked by his mother and subsequently runs away from home, after which he encounters some terrifying ice monsters. The combination of the emotionally fraught material and the episode's scariness caused the rights holder to ban its re-airing in the US and later the UK also. However, it was eventually made available on DVD in the mid-2000s. This one, especially compared to all the rest, is kind of mind-blowing. Imagine being embarrassed of Pingu. TV execs really do have no fun about them. So that's our list. I don't know what you guys think down in the comments below. While you're there, could you give us a like, share, subscribe, and head over to whatculture.com for more lists and news like this every single day. Even if you don't though, I've been Josh, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.